Hey guys, it's Milo, and today I'm going to show you guys how to spray lube and mod your mechanical keyboard. This keyboard is under $100, so it's great for a beginner to practice on. And usually you spray lube keyboards that have switches that are soldered because you don't need to open up the switch in order to do this. If you enjoy this video, then please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to be doing a keyboard giveaway when I hit 20,000 subscribers, so make sure to look out for that. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is remove all of the keycaps from the keyboard. That exposes the switches, and then from there you can start modding it. And I recommend using a wire keycap puller because the plastic ones can scratch up your keycaps. And basically you just kind of put the keycap puller around the keycap, twist it, and then pull it up, and make sure you have a hand assisting it so the keycap doesn't go flying across the room. Also, for the spacebar, I usually just use 2 thumbs to pull it up, and that works well enough, honestly. So now I have 2 bowls, and I'm going to put the keycaps in one bowl and then the switches in the other bowl. This is just to stay organized and make sure I'm not getting too messy. Also, I have all of the materials to mod your keyboard in the description down below. That includes the keycap puller, the switch puller, the lube, the foam, and all of that stuff. So now I'm pretty much just pulling out the switches with the switch puller. There was a slight issue with this switch puller around the edges of the keyboard because the frame is too close to the switches. So you might want to make sure you have a decent quality switch puller if you only have one on hand. So now I'm just putting the switches inside of a bowl, and if it sounds like I'm dying inside, I actually am. So I sold something on eBay for like $1,000, and the buyer said that it was destroyed when he received it. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. So now I have my can of spray lube, and I put the little red nozzle in the thing, and also I put a rag down so I don't get lube everywhere. I also recommend wearing gloves because this stuff is kind of toxic. I overlubed a few switches, but then I kind of got used to the technique. So you want to lightly lube each slider. So you press down the stem and then you put the nozzle into the corner where the slider is, and then you give it a tiny squirt. You don't want to overlube the switch, especially if your board is soldered in place, because then you can't open it back up and then clean the lube out. So for me, I did overlube a few switches and I was able to clean it out. But you really just want to be careful on the trigger of the lube and just very lightly lube it. You know, you don't need it to be overflowing or anything because then it's just going to be very mushy. I feel like the best technique is just to kind of play with the trigger until you feel where a tiny bit of lube comes out. And then you kind of like have a feel for the amount of pressure you need to equally lube each switch. And right now you can see I actually am cleaning out the switches because I did over lube about 5 of them, which isn't bad because, you know, there's like 70 switches on the keyboard. Also, if your keyboard is soldered in place, then you just lube the switches straight onto the keyboard. You don't really need to take them out, but I just wanted to do that for more control basically. So now I'm just putting all of the switches back into the keyboard real quick, and I tried using a Q-tip to clean the lube off of the stem, but that was actually a very slow process. So I just got a big old rag and just started rubbing it. You know, you don't really have to be fragile with these. They are built pretty well, and it's not like you're going to destroy them if you're just a little bit rough. Now we have lubed the switches, so I'm just taking out the switches where the stabilizers are, and I'm just going to lube and clip the stabilizers and also band-aid mod them so they aren't rattly. But what was really surprising about my stabilizers is that they were already pre-lubed and pre-clipped, which isn't really something you see very often on budget keyboards. So I will have the link to this keyboard in the description down below if you want to buy it, because this keyboard was actually very nice, and it's also hot swappable, so that's just a bonus. And you can see I am band-aid modding them, just putting a little strip of like band-aid or tape so that they aren't really rattly in the frame and they're just real snug. That's the end of the footage, and I don't have my camera, so I couldn't really shoot any more footage, and also, you know, I'm using my webcam and it looks terrible. But basically, I didn't show you guys how to put foam inside of the keyboard, and I also didn't show you guys how to clip the stabilizers and, I don't know, lube the stabilizers too. So if you guys want to see that, I'll link a video down in the description below. of a YouTuber that explains how to do those things. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe. And once I get to 20k subs, there's going to be a giveaway. So watch out for that. Thank you guys, and peace out.